Make sure to stay until the end. We will explain how to avoid costly repairs, okay, and why you should fix that code on time. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you guys having a Dodge Challenger. If you have one of those, you have check engine light and code P0456, which actually relates to small evap leak, and believe me, this is really hard to find. Stay with us, we'll explain what you need to check. There is one trick that most people don't think about, and that could be your problem guys. Now, make sure to stay until the end. We'll explain how it can affect your car, how you can suspect you have a small evap leak, and how to avoid costly repairs in the future as well. So before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage guys, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you need to buy any parts, tools for your Dodge Challenger or any car you want to save quite a bit of money, get them at a really good price and quick shipping, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools and supplies from. So let's start on it now. So what we have here, 2018 Dodge Challenger that we have specifically here at the garage. So that Dodge Challenger guys, doesn't matter if you have a V6, V8, it will work for both. So what is called P0456? Let's go ahead and remove that engine cover. Again, doesn't matter which engine you have, so we can open things and show you what we have here. This device is known as a purge control valve guys. Purge control valve is part of the evap system. The evap system is something that they invented so cars are more economical, they get better mileage, and they don't pollute the atmosphere. How they achieve that? Pretty simple. If you pay attention, that line right here that connects to the purge valve, right there, that line comes from the fuel tank. So in the fuel tank you have gasoline. When that gasoline moves, splashes, when it heats up, it will produce fumes, vapors, gasoline vapors. Back in the day they used to be released in the atmosphere. Now through the evap system you have a special sensor that is located in on top of the fuel tank, somewhere usually by the fuel pump, that detects the pressure in the fuel tank, and when it develops certain pressure, the engine computer will actually tell that purge valve to open, and through that hose it will inject the fuel vapors in the intake manifold. And guess what? You just guys have a win-win situation, because your car is more efficient, you're not wasting fuel, and you're not killing the atmosphere, so all of us are happy about that. But when you get that code P0456, you mean that you have a small evap leak in the system. So what's a small leak? Let's say for a certain amount of time at certain temperature, the engine computer is programmed to be like, okay, we should have so much pressure in the fuel tank, and if for the last 2, 3, 5 hours we didn't build enough pressure in the fuel tank, okay, and we should, okay, the engine computer will throw that code and say you have a small evap leak somewhere. So that could be caused by multiple things. One is a purge control valve that fails, and that doesn't close all the way. It's a little bit stuck open sometimes. That could easily happen. So we have a special video that explains how to replace purge valve and how to test purge valve. You will be able to find out if it's working or not. Number two, check out the link in the description of the video below if you need to buy a new purge valve. Next, it could be guys, okay, could be a purge line, okay, purge valve line that's before the purge valve. You need to inspect for leaks. It goes all the way to the fuel tank, so that could be another reason. Number three guys, okay, let me show you what we have here. Car's been in a little bit of an accident, but run and drive, everything's great. So if you come right here, you have the fuel cap. I want to show you something. Let's get that cap to the front, and we want to compare two caps and how they differ. So if you pay attention now, okay, that's a cap that we replaced on a car with 40,000 miles and developed that code P0456. If you notice now, right there, that crack in the gasket is what caused the evap leak. That crack in the gasket didn't allow enough pressure to build in the fuel tank. We have that gasket that if it has a crack, you can see this one is good, but this one is not. That can easily cause small evap leaks. Another thing, you have a special valve in the cap that is supposed to release the pressure from the fuel tank if the evap system fails, so it doesn't build pressure and it doesn't explode. So that valve can malfunction as well. So one of the most common things that we've seen here, I would say 7 out of 10, is a bad fuel cap and or the gasket itself, you can replace it, but I would recommend to replace the whole cap. They're not expensive, and you will be able, okay, to easily fix that problem often. If not fixed on time, that small evap leak can cause, actually guys, in some cases, lean fuel mixture, which can result into rough running engines. Check engine line on for misfires. Engine will try to compensate with spraying more fuel. That can cause problems with oxygen sensors, catalytic converters, so you don't want to do that, guys. Fix it on time. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Another thing, you will never be able to pass emissions if you have that code, so you need to fix it. Thank you for watching and see you next time.